Well, hello there.
Hey, man.
Listen, I want to
It
address
never
everyone
fails.
who's. I just want to address everyone who may be watching, and apologize for the gap these past few days of a lack of videos. I needed to take a break for my mental and emotional well-being, and
I
it
have
was
an
an
appeal I
unnecessary.
have to work on.
It was a necessary evil. So we're back though, and speaking of emotional and mental well-being, I spoke with I spoke with a few people, and I found out some interesting things. The Republicans are insane.
Oh, please tell me you're not figuring it out just now.
No, I figured out that they're really not even worth. I mean, they were entertaining for a while, but now it's just to the point where it's not even funny anymore. It's just sad.
Yeah, it was pretty sad, man.
You know, you got George Santos, who spent $15,000 of his own money to buy puppies to auction them off, and then said he didn't do it.
And now he's saying he's running for re-election.
He just got elected.
I know, but he said because before he said he wasn't going to run. Now he is. He's saying he's going to run for re-election.
Yeah, he stands a snowball's chance in hell.
Oh, yeah.
If a Democrat runs against him, he's going to lose.
If a Twinkie runs against him, he's going to lose.
And now there's also a $365,000 discrepancy in his campaign finances.
I just heard that, yeah.
That's just the beginning.
He's serious, too.
Because then you have Marjorie Taylor Greene, who is blaming the Biden administration and Ilhan Omar for the train wreck in Ohio, because they got an infrastructure bill passed that only allowed, I believe it was $4 billion for railroad repairs. $4 billion with a B. And she's saying that obviously wasn't enough. Not knowing that railroad repairs, A, take a shit ton of time. It's not something that you could fix overnight. And B, the railroad executives have to do this, have to do all the scheduling and contracting and whatnot. And those people are already cutting safety inspectors and everything else, which is why it failed.
No, it gets worse than that.
Go ahead.
This was an Obama era legislation that was mandating that these brakes had to be updated.
Right, but then Trump
And then as
overruled
soon
it.
as Trump overruled it, they didn't have to be updated anymore because he got rid of that. And then this is what happens because of that.
Right.
So it was Republicans greasing one hand or another with money to make this go away.
And she was
But it was in
complaining
place. It would have prevented this.
She was complaining that Omar wanted to look into big business, greed from big business, and how they were shortcutting things that were necessary.
That's what Ohio is. It's greed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's that. Then we have those Republican politicians who were saying the reason for the train crash is because there was too much diversity. Too much diversity. These are actually elected officials coming out and saying, we don't have enough white people working on the railroads.
When they should be worried that there's benzene leaking out. There's benzene leaking out of these cars, okay? What the fuck?
Gets worse. There was a truck that overturned. filled with hydrochloric acid. Now there's a big, there's a giant health hazard. They had to shut down an entire interstate for days in order to get that cleaned up, and it's still not guaranteed it's cleaned up.
No, it's like trying to clean up water with
something about it was gas. I don't know what the term gassing means, but they said it was gassing while they were trying to clean it, so they had to
release it. Yeah.
And this is the same. They're saying the same thing about this, that this is all, Biden's fault because the infrastructure was supposed to fix the roads and it never fixed the roads. Mm-hmm. Didn't it just get passed last year? Do you know how many roads we have in this country?
And they fought it tooth and nail.
They did, absolutely. Every single one of them.
Yeah. This is what happens when you let your infrastructure go to corporate executive decisions.
I don't think that
and stock fucking buyback.
I don't think a single Republican voted yes on that.
I don't think so either. I don't think they voted with us at all on stuff.
I think that was the one that he had some special power to push it through.
I'm not sure of, but yeah, I know.
I know he's allowed to do it like once a year or once a term. It's basically the nuclear option. If they don't push it, if they don't put it through, he can come in and go, it's going through.
Yeah, it's going through, yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah.
Then there's those who are saying that it's Biden. Biden didn't act quick enough with the Chinese weather balloon or the Chinese spy balloon.
I suppose at least he acted at all.
Because it could have contained, according to Marjorie Taylor Greene, could have contained biowarfare.
COVID.
It could have contained spy equipment, but it also could have contained missiles or nuclear bombs. Mm-hmm. So we should have shot hypersonic. So we should have shot it down immediately, which wouldn't affect anything if you shot a missile at a nuclear bomb.
Yeah, it's all right. Little things.
And did you hear her latest? Whales are dying because of windmill farms in the ocean.
Yeah. They jump high, hit a blade, and
that's it. Just like the birds.
Slice and dice, yeah.
Just like the birds.
Yeah, but that right.
So we got Trump who wants to
100 feet up in the air.
Trump who wants to nuke a hurricane. We got Marjorie Taylor Greene saying that whales are dying because of windmills. We've got other politicians saying that there's not enough white people on the railroad. That's why there's all these accidents. Got George Santos just picking things at random to fuck up.
Right.
And what do you have coming out of the Democratic Party? Nothing. You don't see anything like that. Yeah, you don't see anything like that. I mean, the Republicans argued for a complete day as to whether they should say the Pledge of Allegiance on the House floor.
I know. What a complete waste of funds.
And whether they should be allowed to have guns in Congress. Really? Oh, and don't forget that people like Lauren Boebert did such a great job interviewing or interrogating those from Twitter that she went straight to, why did you ban my account? How come my account was banned?
Yeah, why'd you ban my account? Me.
Bitch, nobody gives a shit about your account.
I know, right? Who are you again? Yeah.
Oh, and
it was like watching a petulant kid, you know?
Right. And same with Marjorie Taylor Greene. She was just as bad.
Same thing, I know. Just stomping up and down.
But
Yeah.
But you see, you don't hear about that and that kind of stuff coming out of the Democratic Party. We have young people in there. We have old people in there. You know, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Our side's doing a good job of calling them out, though. Pretty good job.
Well, yeah, I mean,
things they've done in the committee hearings are saying, you know, here's what we're about, and this is the shit that you try to produce, and calling them out on all of it. So, especially just the new guys.
Senator Ocasio-Cortez did a great job.
Yeah, I saw that. Dick.
And you're right, that new guy just blasted them.
Yep.
And I was like, where's this guy been?
Yeah, no, there's a couple of new guys that are actually pretty good. One, if I'm not mistaken, is also, at least for me anyway, is a woman. And maybe there's even two men that are new. I can't remember their names. They're too new for me. I'm sorry, you guys are whatever stuff. But hats off to them. You know, definitely hats off to all the effort.
Well, we do have some good or potentially good news and some bad news coming out of the Democratic side. Bad news is that the representative from Pennsylvania suffered some sort of physical ailment and had to be rushed to the hospital.
You talking about Fetterman?
Yes.
Yeah, lightheaded and all that, but wasn't that like a week ago?
Right. Well, I don't know what the conclusion was of the hospital visit. I just know that they said it may have been a residual from his stroke.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's back home from that. I think that's done and over with like a couple of days ago. I remember seeing something about that. And
we have,
just keep my fingers crossed,
Dianne Feinstein, whose office and campaign announced that she is not running for office again, and then she came out and said, "Who said I'm not running? I never said I wasn't running." And when they said, "Your office said you weren't running, your people said you weren't running," she's like, I don't know. So I don't know what the hell's going on, but if she's not running, I mean, she's 89 years old. By the time the election comes around, she'll be 91.
Yeah.
She needs to just
step down. Pass the fucking torch. You know?
And in that case, if she steps down, who will she endorse? Schiff or Katie, what's her name?
Porter.
It's
too bad that they're fighting against each other, but I'd rather see Porter. I'm more for what Porter's about in this stays state in this what's going on.
Now, if Porter gets elected in that position, in that district, Schiff can still run in his own district, right?
I don't know how that works, man. I don't know.
I mean, he's in Congress at the same time as Feinstein is, so I don't see why, if he doesn't get the nod, he can't just run where he was again.
You know, like, does he have to step down to re-elect in that position? I don't know. Same with Porter too, though. So I don't know. I don't think that they would throw their careers away.
It's not the same with Porter. Porter's in the House. She wants to run for Senate.
Oh, that's right. And Schiff is Senate.
Yeah.
So, I got nothing on that. You know, I really don't know. It hasn't really mattered to me in the realm of things. You know?
Well, I have something I want to leave everyone with. I want to know, do you think that maybe representatives should go through a mental health screening before they're allowed to take office? Whether they win or lose, regardless, they should go through some sort of, just like police have to go through a morality and mental health assessment. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence with it, but I think it might not be a bad idea, seeing as how everything that's been happening is happening.
I could agree with that assessment.
So, well, we're up and running. And I have no idea what to expect next from them.
Yes,
and that's the scary part. So with that, I'll say, I'll almost say goodbye.
Right.
Peace. I just wanted to say that give a gentle reminder to everyone that we are giving away an Amazon gift card once we hit 50 subscribers. And with that, I will say goodbye, farewell, till we meet again. And I'll see y'all in the funny papers.